That's enough of that. It is 8 o'clock and it's time to go live, and we've got a lot of stuff to kind of get into. As it's been talked about all over the internet for the past couple of days, we're going to talk about the Chud the Builder and other Chuds out there that are, getting jacked around by the system. Some say. I don't know. We'll find out. We've also got some other stuff. We've got a lot of. It's interesting what's been going viral lately, and how things have been just kind of rage baiting this and that and the other thing. It's very interesting. It's kind of a weird deal, to be honest with you. And we're gonna kind of get into it right now. Obviously, this Chud the Builder incident, everybody's talking about it. I've been watching stuff for the last couple of days about it. Actually, I started seeing stuff about it last week when he had the first arrest, mainly because he's local. He's a local guy, ish, right? And so it's kind of interesting deal with Chud the Builder. And we'll get into that. We've got, we've also had, and I'm just going to call him a Chud. Is this Pearson guy, the reincarnation of, like, I don't know, but the guy with the afro, thin, trying to, be all cool and stuff, and yet he's going to be out of a job pretty soon. RLM, if you would like to come up and co-host tonight, I would be open to that. This is going to be fun, and I feel like this is kind of something that you get into, and you will add value to the show. So if you want to, great. If not, totally cool. I got it. But it's interesting the way that we've got into this idea that free speech allows you to be a complete asshole in public. I don't know that that's true. We can get into that shortly. We've got and also I'm not actually sure that just because you're in politics that you get a free pass to be an asshole either. I think I get a free pass because, well, I'm a satirist on the internet and on the YouTube. But generically in my business deals and whatnot, I tend to be a little less of an asshole than I am, maybe on this show. That's okay. But we have a lot of different things to get into. There's a ton of stuff out there that's been going on. It seems like the word of the week is go viral. And we'll have to. We're just going to look into this, guys. We got Marco Rubio and his Nike Tech tracksuit on Air Force One, which everybody's all wild about right now. We've got Kash Patel, who went scuba diving or snorkeling or whatever over the Arizona, which is totally. Which, by the way, nobody has had a problem with anybody else doing it. But now that we have Kash Patel doing it, all of a sudden it's a big deal. And this is that double standard thing that we're always taught. We literally always talk about the double standard thing, and we're going to talk about it more tonight. It's going to be boring. It's going to be boring. Unless you like satire. Now, if you like satire, I'm going to be very satirical tonight because it's just that kind of night. That's okay, RLM. I get it. If you're resting, you're resting. It's cool. It's cool. So we got Marco Rubio on Air Force One. We've got Kash Patel snorkeling off of the Arizona. We've got the hantavirus outbreak of 11 total cases, guys. You couldn't make this shit up. 11 cases of hantavirus. And they're calling it the next COVID already. You can't make it up. Stephen King couldn't write this shit. Wouldn't write this shit because he'd be like, no, this isn't what's up. We got the whole dirty soda thing with the Mormons. I know that you guys are, tired of individual cultures being singled out, but now you have the Mormons are because they can't drink various things. They've got all of these dirty drinks that the Mormon culture, which drinks soda instead of booze or coffee, and it can't have caffeine or something in it, so they're getting these flavored syrups and all that kind of stuff. It's really interesting how that is something that people are worried about. Like, what the fuck? This is crazy. This is crazy. So stand by, guys. We're going to get into all of this cool stuff, and we're going to start out with Chud. Obviously, we have to, and we'll revisit Chud many times throughout the show, and I'm going to go probably about an hour, and then we'll have a small, we'll have some people up here to talk shit. And then we'll end the night. We're probably going to end a little bit early. What's up, Dusty? How are you, man? Good to see you. It'd be interesting to have. I think Dusty and I are probably in alignment on the Chud thing. So if somehow you live under a fucking rock and you don't know what happened, there is a contractor. Chud the builder is actually a builder. I know that in YouTube land, people often are not what they say they are, but he's actually a builder. And I think now he's gotten to the point where he's basically employing a bunch of other people and has turned more or less into a full-time content creator and a free speech streamer, much like our own Joe Cool. Joe motherfucking Cool, to be correct. And he calls himself Chud the Builder. Now, his real name is Dalton Etherly or Etherly. I'm not really sure how you pronounce that. And he actually is a guy that he's a contractor. He talks like a contractor. He looks like a contractor. He literally could be any contractor that I've worked with over the past 20 years. We'll get into that, Smoking Spaceman. What the fuck is a dirty Dr. Pepper? We're going to get into that because I find this fucking hilarious. I find it hilarious that such a thing exists, and I find it even more hilarious that people are worried or concerned or making a big deal about it existing. It's the kind of bullshit that's just unbelievable. All right, so anyway. So this, that's Anson. Yeah, RLM. Filipinos is Anson. How do you not guess that? All right. So if you don't know, again, maybe you don't know, maybe you're new here, maybe you don't watch the internet, maybe you're just tuning in because the only thing you watch on the internet is whatever. I don't know. But this dude has built his entire brand on walking up to random people of color, black folks in public, dropping in bombs, monkey sounds, and daring them to swing so he could legally clap back. That's a bold move, Cotton. It's bold. I'm pretty sure he's had his bell rung a couple of times, but whatever. So back in 2024, 2025, I'm not really sure, but I think it was 24, he had a road rage clip that went absolutely fucking bonkers, nuclear. It was all over the internet. You can still find it. And he lost his day job as a contractor, or at least people will not work with him anymore. And he decided that outrage farming was just easier. Much like our own Powdered Dusty has decided that rage baiting pretty much everyone is easier than getting a day job. Am I right? Am I right, Dusty? Yeah, it's okay. It's cool. I would do it too. All right, so he's I don't know how successful he is at being a contractor or was, but that's the backstory. Because now everybody understands that Chud the Builder was an actual builder, is still a builder. I think he's actually still a builder. I just don't think he's that motivated to do it. He goes around and he rage baits black folk into smacking him around a little bit. He claps back. That's what happens. That's his gig. That's his thing. So he goes back in May, or earlier this month, May 9th. It's like a week and a half ago. He goes to a steakhouse in Nashville called Bob's at the Omni. And he is live streaming. The staff come over and tell him hey, you can't be live streaming in here. And he says, yeah, I can. Right. And he refuses, and then he just keeps ramping it up until he's screaming obscenities and racial stuff. And he refuses to pay a $371 bill. And he gets arrested for theft of services plus disorderly conduct. Now, this has been in the news. I've read about it a lot of times. He bonds out. It's just more content, probably made a bunch of money off of it, I would suspect. Okay. So 4 days later, May 13th, okay, May 13th, 4 days after this happened, he's in the Montgomery County Courthouse in Clarksville for a civil debt hearing, which is it's kind of irony, right? Kind of irony level 1,000, really, because Anyway, so apparently he owes somebody money that didn't pay him, or pardon me, somebody owes him money. Somebody didn't pay him, just like he didn't pay the restaurant. That's irony. And he has this altercation with this guy, Joshua Fox. I had to go look this guy's name up. I didn't know it. I had to go find out what it was. So I did not know that earlier when we were talking about it. The guy's name was Joshua Fox. And he's 31 years old. And witnesses say that Fox punched Chud first after some words were exchanged. Nobody's really been able to say exactly what the words were that were exchanged, but apparently somebody got their dick in a ringer and just needed to go at it. What's up, Mikey Balls? Good to see you out in the chat. All right. Good to see everybody in the chat. I saw Tootie Bug come in. I saw Mullet Baby come in. I saw Cam the King come in. Good to see all of you. Welcome into the show. So this guy, Joshua Fox, punches Chud, and maybe more than once. Okay. The witnesses, eyewitnesses are not reliable. You know what I'm saying? Not reliable. Chud draws up and pops off 3 or 4 rounds. He hits Fox in the shoulder and the stomach and grazes his own arm. I'm guessing that they were struggling and somehow that shit happened. So he grazes himself. He puts 2 in the guy that punched him. They both go to the hospital. Fox was airlifted apparently to the hospital. Chud was, Fox was airlifted to Vanderbilt here in Nashville. Chud was treated at locally in Clarksville. Why? Apparently, Chud decides to go live on the stretcher while they're literally putting him in the ambulance. And he claims self-defense. However, he has been charged, and I had to look this up. He's been charged with attempted murder, aggravated assault, reckless endangerment, firearm in a dangerous felony. It's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of serious shit. The judge has set the bond at $1.25 million. His supporters, are you ready to be super jealous, Flo? His supporters have raised $82,000 and climbing for his legal defense fund. Did you hear that, Flo? Does that hurt your feelings? $82,000. What's up, OG? How you doing, buddy? This guy, Chud's audience, has raised $82,000 in 3 fucking days for Chudlow's legal defense fund. What? Oh, man. Apparently, he has a hearing coming up in the next few days to talk about lowering the bond. The 82 is just for his legal defense fund, right? Just for his defense. I think he has enough money. I think he does well. I think he has enough money to bond out, but he doesn't want to put it all up and bond out if he can get the bond lowered. And I think that's what he's waiting for now. At least that is what the online biddies have to say about it. It's been pretty crazy. $82,000. Now, he did this on the 13th. Today, let me check. Let me just double check. I want to make sure that I'm not lying here. Yes, it is still the 16th. This happened on the 13th. It is the 16th. His followers have raised $82,000 in a few days for his legal defense fund. He's barely been charged. Like he's probably motherfucker. All right. So critics, okay, And Fox is, Fox is obviously going to sue this guy as well, right? Like he's definitely going to, Fox is going to file a civil suit, 100%. So he's already got a legal team as well, but I think they're working pro bono. And they have their own fundraiser. So with the digital footprint plus the prior arrest, that's what the judge is saying. That's why the judge isn't feeling charitable, and that's why they have to have another hearing to talk about lowering this bond. So putting on my satire, putting on my satire face for a minute. The comment section on the right is going to be screaming, he's a hero defending Western civilization with 2A with a high bond equals judicial tyranny. I don't disagree with that, to be honest with you. The left is saying, finally, the racist got what's coming. He got what's coming to him. See, words have consequences, motherfucker. Words have consequences. That's what the left is saying. Me personally, this is my personal opinion. YouTube land has turned a construction guys who realized racism equals clicks into a culture war mascot. This isn't free speech martyrdom any more than it is when Joe Cool does it. This isn't free speech versus systemic racism. This is two dudes with bad impulse control turning a civil hearing into John Wick sequel. Right? Like who does this guy think he is? Actually, John Wick, he's probably not cool enough to be John Wick. He's more like, I don't know. He's more like, fuck, I can't even think of a dumbass that dumb. But I'll think of one in a minute. But congrats, YouTube. Congrats, the internet worldwide. You have finally raised an outraged farmer that harvested bullets. Congrats. Congrats, YouTube. Joe Dirt. Yeah, he kind of looks like Joe Dirt. That's true. But Joe Dirt was a lover, not a fighter. You automatically default to taking the racist side. That's fine, not Cam the King. That is totally fine. Totally fine. Now, look, guys, free speech, is free speech does include being a colossal asshole in public. Just look at Flow State. Actually, Flow State is very reserved in public. I keep picking on Flow State tonight. It's okay. What's up, Kissy Cat? How are you? He's the Mexican Juan Wick. That's funny. Juan Dick. My name is Juan Dick. Anyway. Free speech doesn't mean you can be an asshole in public. It just doesn't. You lose that right because your content is live. You're streaming, right? And it's vile, right? It's vile. And pardon me, you don't lose that right. I'm sorry. I left out a word there. I don't go to Confluence's panel. He can join my panel. He can come over here and hang out with me, but I'm not going there. I'm sorry. We had a bad experience. Anyway, yeah, I mean, look, guys, you can be a colossal asshole all you want. You can put it out live. You can be vile. You can be arrogant. You can be all of those things. I've done it. You know, certain other people have done it. Right. I don't care. That's right. And, but the problem is at some point actions have consequences and you're going to at some point provoke someone who swings, right? And when your entire brand is provoke until someone swings, so I can legally, have a confrontation with them and clap back at them and put, jam them up if my brand is to provoke people until they beat me or take a swing at me, rather, legally speaking, you're not a victim of cancel culture. You can't claim to be a victim of cancel culture when you're the one playing Russian roulette with your own life and other people's. You can't do that. Like, maybe you can, but you're fucking wrong to do so. You're just fucking wrong. That's the problem with all of these jackasses. All of them. All of these Chudly motherfuckers that are out there trying to harvest content by being dickheads. Like why? Why? This is what I don't get. You don't get to claim to be a victim when you go looking for the fight, when you go and push the envelope. This is actually one of my big problems with the First Amendment auditors that go out and start shit looking to be confronted, looking for that interaction and pushing the envelope and then acting like a victim when it happens. There are legitimate First Amendment auditors out there. I'm not going to say there aren't, that just actually remain calm and really don't do anything to that's inflammatory. But we all know the best content is not those people. The best content is when people are getting just, a little belligerent. All right. The self-defense law, however, in this case still applies because Fox swung first. Right? Right? That's what happens, right? Fox swung first. The stand your ground law in Tennessee applies. Regardless of whether or not he was out on bond for not paying his dinner bill, Chudlow actually has no duty to retreat. He has no duty to do anything but stand there and shoot the guy in the leg or wherever the fuck he wants to shoot him, right? Because he's getting swung on first. And apparently he did try and walk away. And it also seems like that in this one occurrence, Chudlow was not the aggressor. He didn't go looking for Joshua Fox and pick on him and push him until he swung. In this case, it looks like Joshua Fox knew who Chudly was and went after him and confronted him instead of the other way around. And then when Chudlow did not take the bait, did not become a rage bait video, and turned around and walked away, then Joshua Fox pursued him and decided to engage him. Now, that's what it looks like. We don't have video yet, and everything's being very hush-hush. I had to really look to get the facts that I have. And this is literally all I could find. Again, stand your ground law applies in Tennessee. If Fox swung first, if Fox pursued him and swung first, that's even worse. A jury, however, could still nullify everything and say you got what you deserve, because you can bet that the prosecution is going to play every racist clip this guy's ever made, and there's going to be a pattern of provocation argument made, and it's gonna be effective. Is it gonna be enough? I don't think so. I think ultimately rule of law is going to prevail. And honestly, I don't even know if they're going to charge Chudlow. I think the charges could be dropped in a couple of weeks. I think right now it's very inflammatory, and Chudlow is kind of in wrong place, wrong time. The high bond, I don't know. That it seems like a punch in the dick on purpose. which is fine. Look, the judge wants to send a message. He can send a message. He gets to set the bond. I'm not going to second guess that. The justifications for the high bond that I've read, and I've not read this in a docket or anything. I've only read this on the internet, was that the judge said that Chudlow is a flight risk. I honestly don't believe that at all. The history of escalating for content, that should not be a factor. And I think the high bond is simply punitive because he shot the guy twice. That's what I think. Ultimately, the bottom line is stop worshiping and or demonizing this guy. He's a symptom of an algorithm-based, poisonous, rotten system where we have an economy where rage equals revenue. Both sides have selective blindness. We just don't fucking see shit that we don't want to see. And it's embarrassing. Free Chud if it's actual clean self-defense. Okay, if we could just do that. But don't pretend that he's some noble First Amendment crusader, that this is just brain rot. This is content brain rot straight up. Okay, so this is where I'm at on Chudlow. I haven't really seen anybody go at me in the comments, so that's unfortunate. But I'm just going to tell you, this is it could be the high bond could be an attempt by the judge to scare him straight or change the law. That's true. There could be something there. I don't think that that's true, but at any rate, it's a bad look, guys. I mean, this is just terrible. And look, we have all these other Chuds, Chud logic, Chud this, Chud that. What the fuck is with Chuds these days, right? Like what? I mean, I understand pandering to the algorithm, but damn, son. Sad how the mighty have fallen, I guess. Anyway, all right. Let's talk about Marco Rubio. I can't even say this with a fucking straight face. Marco Rubio is being criticized for wearing a Nike Tech tracksuit on Air Force One. Like, I don't know what Chud means either, Kissy Cat. I don't know what that fucking means. Yeah, and Cam's right. People with high, and they take your resources into account, right? So anyway, look, this is Marco Rubio wearing a Nike tracksuit on Air Force One to fly over to Beijing to visit Xi Jinping. Who gives a fuck? Why do you care about this? Why? Why do you care? Apparently what happened is he got on the flight in a suit. He changed out of the suit mid-flight, gets off the plane in a gray Nike Tech tracksuit. Yeah, it is like an 18-hour flight. I'd fucking change too. Hell yeah, baby. And then the White House comms director, Stephen Chung, post a pic with the caption, Secretary Rubio rocking the Nike Tech Venezuela on Air Force One. So comparing him to Maduro, right? What? That's dumb. What's wrong with people these days? Yeah, how do we not know Rubio was this base as fuck when he's running for president when he was senator? Yeah, I mean, I would have changed too, right? It's become an instant meme. It's basically exploded everywhere. I've even seen them, and I don't go to meme sites very often. And the exact same look as Nicolas Maduro was wearing when the U.S. nabbed him. If you've not seen the meme, they have Rubio in the tracksuit that he's wearing, and then they have Maduro in the tracksuit that he's wearing with all the body armor and the guards and all that shit. And I do need a haircut. Thank you, Glenn, for interrupting my stream to tell me I need a haircut. Thank you, buddy. Thumbs up. So anyway, so people are made this meme, and I thought it was funny for like 2 seconds. I didn't think it was that damn funny, but apparently this is something that's, you know, somebody like was thought it was funny, and it's the exact same look as Maduro when he got nabbed. And Trump, when he was asked about it, apparently said, I don't have proof of this, I just read it, just like most of you guys. I thought he looked very good, is what Trump said. And he apparently the internet lost their fucking minds about fucking Marco Rubio wearing a Nike tracksuit on Air Force One. That's just fucking funny. I don't know why. It's pretty hilarious. Has diplomacy become a drip check? I'm pissed at all of you because I had to use the words drip check, right? Because I have to relate to my younger audience. We went from Kissinger in a tie to Maduro cosplay on the world stage, right? Like China's state media probably had Xi Jinping saying, is this the American respect we were promised? No, that's not any of that shit. Didn't happen. Meanwhile, the MAGA boys are going base drip, bro. And the libs are like, this is why the world laughs at us. Look, fuckers, it's a tracksuit. Calm your shit. Calm your shit down. It's a fucking track. It's a 18-hour flight. And wait, was I asked a question? What the fuck? I missed a question. Oh, Glenn, how long? Oh, okay. It wasn't a question for me. It's for Glenn. I got you. We drip checking people on Air Force One. That's funny. That's hilarious. Now, what we're really doing is sending a message that Americans are so unserious, right? Two ways to look at this. One is that we're so fucking untouchable. We can show up to the most important meeting of the year looking like we're about to run the 5K in Caracas, looking like we're imitating somebody we captured earlier this year. We can say it's hilarious, harmless, and honestly the most relatable thing any cabinet member has done in decades. Like, we all understand, like, we would all change. We'd all change our clothes on the airplane if we could. I do. When I do international flights, I'll go in. I got my sweatsuit. I'll go change, or shorts. Line check for the drip check. That's fucking funny. All right, I'm gonna throw you a link again. Give me. I'm gonna give it to you, but give me a minute. I got some more shit to go over here. I want to talk about Patel diving. Well, you can come on. Yeah, whatever. Fuck, you can come on up, man. The wolf sees all. That's cool. Flying Air Force One is a little more comfy than flying commercial. That's true. You would know, wouldn't you, Kissy Cat? It's a tell all in the making right there. All right. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, look, we're so used to seeing politicians in suits and pantsuits and shitty clothes. It's kind of relatable to see him in a tracksuit, right? So this reminds us he's human. I don't know what the deal is with the meme for fucking Rubio, but that's fine. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have the man, the myth, the legend.
Yo, did you really just say drip check grid? Like,
I did say that. I did say that.
that was pretty fucking awesome. Not
That
gonna
was
lie
pretty
to you.
fucking awesome. You clip that shit, all right?
I'm
And then
totally
clip
gonna
me
clip
saying
that.
clip that shit.
I'm
Get
gonna
two for
clip
one. It's a
you saying clip
two
that
for one.
shit while you're clipping that shit. All right, let me answer. Let me answer Flow State since he's fucking being retarded. Yes, I did, Flo. I answered your question. I told you I kicked him out later on in that morning. And then I went to Universal Studios. And then when I got back, he was gone. And then I made his ass come back to work for me on Monday.
He's working for you? Damn.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
the mighty have fallen.
You know, making people work, putting them to work, right?
There you go. There you go.
Try to stimulate the economy like you.
I have been stimulating the economy lately.
See, I'm just trying.
I'm a one man program. Matter
You're
of fact,
one
I
man.
changed. I don't know if you can see the screen. I changed the screen just for you.
I did. It gets shit done.
Money, it gets shit done. Powder Dusty wants to know if Resto Chesto is living with you now.
Hell no.
You got a gnome castle going on somewhere?
No.
A hobbit hole?
He's not living with me. No, thank you. Not yet. Gotta make that boy go to work. He has to earn his keep.
Yeah, there his keep. There you go.
Like, I don't have slave quarters yet.
That would be fucking hilarious. Honestly, I would respect Rubio a lot if he pulled up in a bright red with black racing stripes, 1986 Camaro IROC. You pulled up to the White House in that car, that would be fucking respect, bro. Respect.
That would be dope. If Arctic Wolf and Dusty, you guys are gay. All right.
Yeah, there's something going on in my chat that I don't want to know about.
There's some gayness going on. Where's Flo at? You need to bring Flo's ass up there.
Flo can come up if he wants to.
Flo got some explaining to do with this gay comments.
He's passing a kidney stone, so all he can think about is dick right now.
That's pretty gay. That's pretty gay.
Yeah. What do you think about this, the hantavirus outbreak that's going to rival COVID? It's a whopping 11 people.
Bro, if people fucking lock down for that, you know what? Then they deserve to lose their money. I'm sorry. They deserve to lose freedom. If people choose to fucking lock down for that shit, then you deserve to lose your shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. 11 cases.
But you know what?
And
I
not
said the
even in
same
America.
thing.
There are 11 cases in like fucking Europe. Like, why do I give a shit? It's Europe.
I said the same thing about COVID too, though. Like, I never got the jab. I never masked up.
I never got COVID at all.
So you know what?
I've not had COVID.
So I got COVID after the lockdown. This is when I was in Vegas working for Homo Rolo. I got COVID.
My theme song, I Don't Care.
Who's the book of RLM?
That is RLM. That's Rebecca. She's
Okay.
apparently, I think she's Cubana.
Oh shit. She Latin. Oh, she got
Yeah.
that spicy. She gonna kill a motherfucker. All right,
Oh
I
yeah,
got
she'll
you.
kill you. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. You know, I have a thing for Latinas that have a thing with knives.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I definitely get she's Cuba Rican. That's true. She's half
She's
Cuba,
Cuba
half Puerto
Rican.
Rican.
Oh, she
That's both of
definitely have
them.
a thing with knives.
Yeah. Like she's gonna stab you with a smile.
Shit, those are the good type. Anyways, so let me ask you this.
Cuba Rican. Yes.
All right, so if we were gonna go to war with China, wouldn't we mask it by going to war with Iran?
No,
It's a proxy war, right?
not really.
You don't think so?
No. China doesn't give a fuck about Iran.
Um,
China just ordered a shit ton of
Chi-
Boeing jets so that they can fly people around the world.
China gives a shit about Iran. China gets all their oil from Iran. Don't say that.
They get a good chunk of their oil, but that's only because they don't want to get drill for oil in their own country, and they can get it from elsewhere. So
So you don't think the beef with Iran is a proxy war then?
no,
I kind of think
but if
so.
I did, every motherfucker that said Israel was behind it would have to give that shit up. You would literally have to say that
That's
Israel had
why I'm
jack shit to do
saying
with it.
that. That's why I'm saying I think this has more to do
Literally
with
everybody would
China.
have to say that.
I think Iran has more to do with China than it does with Israel.
Yeah, but it doesn't because yes, you're right. Void Ace, Iran didn't technically seize the China oil tanker. They're just preventing it from leaving port. So China is sending their warships over because Trump said we aren't. Or basically, what Trump said is, "Hey, you guys keep half-ass backing, and you're not picking a side. You're not. We drew a line, and you're not on the same side of the line. So you come and take care of your own shit." And that's why they sent warships from China to Iran to protect their own ships, not to protect them from us. Now, a week or so ago, Anson was trying to tell me that China's coming to do battle with the United States in the Strait of Hormuz, and that was horseshit. I told him it was horseshit then. I'll tell you it's horseshit now. That's absolutely not what was going on. What was actually going on is exactly what I said then, and that is Trump said, no, you haven't backed us on this deal, China. You aren't part of our team. So you can either be part of the team or you can fuck off. And China said, well, I don't really want to fuck off, but I also don't want to be part of the team. So I'll just go get my own shit.
Hey, you know what? I just want to say my bottom breezy agrees with me, Arthadiah. She's still part. She's my number one girl in my harem. She still supports me. Look at that.
There you go. There you go. But yeah, it's not a proxy war. But China and Iran are on thin ice with each other right now. So,
Let me ask you this another question.
sure.
So, if Flow State, myself, you, and Resto all ended up in Dallas for some odd reason, what are the odds of the Canadian creepo coming to Dallas?
I'm not sure that we can calculate odds that small. And first of all, I don't think odds go in the negative numbers, so that's a problem. So,
damn.
yeah.
I think you're right.
I think it's just, I mean, again, I look, there's some people who grift their audiences in a good way and actually, provide value, and there are others that lie and cheat and do not, they raise money for something that they never intend to do. And for those people, shit catches up to you. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I'm reading in the chat. Someone's hot and bothered, and then my bottom breezy said, she'll keep the Cubano Rican in line for me. So my harem is growing.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. I
No,
actually, so it is really interesting though. I had a talk with, Anson, obviously, and I have gone back and forth on this, but I was talking to somebody else. I forget who it was the other day, but I was saying, that you have to realize that the only reason that Israel shot at Iran first is because Trump told him to. Like, so, yeah, you're going to have to do that. We're not doing it. And
well, yeah,
everybody's
because like you and I we have learned, we have figured out Trump's entire foreign policy. Trump's entire foreign policy is fuck around and find out. It told you Iran told you to play your position. Iran didn't play its position. Now they're fucking around and finding out. That's Trump's entire foreign policy.
I think it's always been his entire foreign policy.
Just fuck around and find out.
Yeah, just look. No, he tells them up front, this is what's going to happen. And they're like, nah, bruh. We've played this game for decades now. We got you, bruh. And then Trump goes, okay, all right. We'll see. We'll see.
The next thing you know, you hear the song "Bombs Over Baghdad."
Do I think we'll ever see gas at $3? It would take a lot, and I'm going to tell you why. Because gas prices almost never recede below about 20 to 30% of their high level. So if it reaches $4, it's very unlikely to see it under $3 by very much. Again, because
well, Grid, isn't that everything though? Like even
yeah,
in
right.
housing,
I mean,
it's
that's just how business tends to think, right? Like, and the thinking is simple, right? Like it's just strictly greed. If you will pay $4, if I give it to you for $3.50, you're happy. If I give it to you for $2.99, you're fucking ecstatic.
Exactly.
And as long as my profit margin stays the same or more, I'm great, right?
Yeah,
Because,
like I'm still making money as long as I'm making money off of it.
They will
So
make
if I could
more
get
money.
you to pay, if I get you to pay $3.80 and you're happy because you're not paying $4,
right.
Well, shit.
So yeah, if gas goes down to now, the thing is that there is enough competition in the petroleum market right now that there's, people can, it will be a little bit closer, but what you'll see is like, if the price of oil will be at $100 a barrel and it'll be $4 or whatever a barrel, oh shit, it's flow state.
What up, Flo?
Grid, why do you sound like you've been smoking crack out of chicken bones?
Wow.
What?
First of all, I have a cold.
Why do I sound
You
like
have
something?
a hell of a cold.
He's
Grid, did you know that you can smoke crack out of chicken bones?
So hold on.
I
I don't know why
that.
Flo comes in here and he says, "Hey, Grid," when he's talking to Glenn. I think Flo should get
No, I
muted
said,
for
"Hey,
that.
Grid," and then I said, "Glenn."
Oh,
No,
yeah. So you
no.
said it really fast, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm not smoking crack. What are you talking about?
I know you don't smoke crack, but
I give up my crack smoking days after this last black person I had in my room.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Void Ace, you're right. That's exactly what it is. So if it goes to $100 a barrel and I make 50% profit at $4 and it sinks down to $50 a barrel and I lower it to $3 a gallon, but I'm making 75% profit, I'm not lowering it any more than that. I'm just, because you are already paying $4. Like, fuck.
Exactly.
So I mean, that's everything. I mean, like fucking price of milk, the price of eggs. There's only so much that the price will recede unless there's legitimate hardcore competition in the market.
Yeah, because even recessions don't make it go back down that much. You know what I mean? Like, if we hit it,
depending on how much people want to stay in business and how thin they're willing to operate.
But at that point, it depends on how many businesses you already lose as an economy, right?
Yeah. So what's up, Flo? What do you think about the Chudlow stuff?
I think the judge is trying to scare him straight. I think that
scare him off YouTube.
Yeah, scare him out of being a douchebag, right? Like legally, he's not in the wrong, but morally, he's in the wrong, in my mind. So I think that his bond's too high. I think that he's a douchebag and he's he fucked around and he found out. But that said, I don't agree with the bond being set that way. I don't agree with how the law is handling it, the charges. Like, it's just
okay. Somebody needs to fill me in. I've been on
right,
vacation.
so,
I thought Resto filled you in.
Yeah.
No.
Ow. All right. 499 comes in
If
from
anything-
Mikey Balls, Insane Wheels. This is a win, panel 100%.
Hey, you know what? Mikey Balls sent me the fucking funniest reel the other night. Was it last night, Mikey? You sent that shit to me? Oh,
All right.
it had me fucking rolling.
Give me a second, Flo. I'll tell you all about the Chud.
Okay. So while he's gone, Glenn.
Yo, Flo, why are you such a hoe?
So tell me about how you eventually got Resto out of your place.
You.
Tell me
you hear
how.
me?
Tell Mike check.
I'm about to hop out and hop back in. Hold on.
He's deflecting.
Grid muted himself. That's what happened.
Yeah, I muted myself. Sorry.
Oh, I can hear Grid now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. That's so weird.
Okay, so man, I don't want to lose track of this. So Glenn,
What's
what
up?
happened with you and Lil Resto?
So, like, it's just like history. Like, I'm white. So back in this day, there were slaves, whips and chains. It's tradition. I'm still white. All I got is a bunch of slaves and whips and chains. No, I'm kidding.
Last I saw, for the audience, here's where we left off. Glenn was trying to get Resto out of his room. Resto was asleep on the other hotel room bed, drooling on himself.
Yep.
And then Glenn was like, he's like, hey, I'm gonna hop down and go fuck Resto.
No, that's not what Glenn said. Fuck you, Flo. I fell asleep and at my own bed.
Your hand, Flo.
I fell asleep on my own bed and I made fun of him. I told him that, like, I got him drooling on his shirt. And he's like, why would you do that to me? I was like, why would you fall asleep in my room, bro? You're supposed to get an Uber. Get the fuck out.
I knew Resto, it literally seems to me to be like the guy that would show up and just never fucking leave. He'd be like, all right, man, I'm getting ready for bed. And he'd be like, all right, cool. Do you want to watch a movie? I'd be like, fucking leave already.
That's gonna be me if I ever get to Grid's Lake House.
Seriously, hey, yo.
To set you up there for the weekend if you need to.
Yeah, you did offer it to me. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah. Michael, he doesn't have any relatives to pick on. I think he's picking on Glenn right now, and they're definitely not related.
He says to pick up. I don't get it.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Why would I be accused of being Mexican? That's fucked up. I'm Italian.
I'm not really sure what Michael has against him. He's probably from he's probably associated loosely with the Crucible. So
I think he's just fucking with me. He comes over in my chat.
Oh, cool. That could be too. People like to fuck with you, Dusty.
I don't know why. I don't know what I do to them.
I think it's the eyebrows. Hey, Glenn.
The eyebrows. What? I'm not Sarah.
Oh, wow.
Mommy and Daddy are still fighting.
That, Dusty is kind of in a mood for the last few days because he's passing a kidney stone.
No, Mommy and Daddy are still fighting.
Yeah, Mommy and Daddy are still fighting. Not my mommy and daddy, but somebody's.
Yeah.
So we'll adopt you, Grid.
No, you won't.
Flo.
Even though we're fighting, I bet that if I texted her and said, "Hey, we're gonna adopt Grid 1," she'd probably be like, "Okay, that's fine."
Have you guys are you still at each other's throats? You still at war or what?
I mean, it's sort of nothing's really changed. It's not a very active war. It's not a very active war. There's no ceasefire.
Leave it. That's mean. Raging Patriot comes swinging from
damn,
way out in
Annabelle
right field.
alone. Oh my god, that is so bad.
I hadn't seen Raging Patriot in forever, and then he just like reemerged for the Sarah hate.
Yeah, he's usually over here. But...
Flo,
But,
you got
but
herpes?
apparently the Sarah thing is
Not anymore. I gave it away to single moms.
Damn, you gave him that good gift, that gift that keeps on giving.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about.
Speaking of good gifts, have you guys had these?
No.
no.
Okay, they're really
Are they
good.
gummy worms?
It's like Jolly Rancher Twizzlers. They're better.
Interesting. So the Chudlo thing, Dusty, since you didn't come in when I was going over it, basically, this guy Chudlo is a former contractor of some kind. I think he was a carpenter, or I don't know. Maybe he's
Isn't he a YouTuber?
He became a YouTuber where he would just go around and find black people and insult them and call them the N-bomb over and over again until they got pissed off and retaliated, and he would video it. So he's rage baiting black people and Mexicans and all kinds, whatever. And he grew a big following, and he eventually left his contracting job, whether he was fired or whatever, whatever.
Oh damn.
And he did it. He does it full time. He's got quite a following, and apparently he was at a restaurant live streaming and probably harassing some other patrons. There's a steakhouse here in Nashville, Bob's or something, Glenn's or Gibbs, or something in the Omni. I forget what it's called. I don't remember. It's anyway, some steakhouse in the Omni, and he ran up like a $327 or $21 bill, something like that. Or no, wait, $371 bill, and he's yelling racial stuff. His staff ask him to stop the live streaming. He refuses to stop. He refuses to pay the bill, and he gets arrested for theft of services and disorderly conduct, and he bonds out. No big deal. Now, that was May the 9th. Okay? May the 9th.
Yeah.
Somebody's zapping me over in Discord. I don't know who's talking to me. Give me a second. Whoever's in Discord, it will be right there. Oh, that is fucking scary as shit. Why did you do that? Yeah, I'll
Who and what? Who and what?
Well, let me. I mean, you're asking for it. I didn't want to. Just remember, I didn't want to do this.
Is this Ghost? Does Ghost do this?
No, but it'd be more funny if it did.
Oh God. Raging Patriot, you cracking me up, bro.
He's not. That's scary.
You know what happens when you don't hit the dono goal?
Yeah.
He's gonna come find you.
That's funny. So anyway, so he doesn't pay the bill. So this May the 9th, and then on May 13th, 4 days later, he has to go to the Clarksville courthouse to go to court over a civil debt issue where somebody owed him money. Okay. So didn't pay him.
So now he's bitching about somebody's not paying him. Got it.
What?
Now he's bitching about somebody not paying him.
Yeah. Now he's bitching. Yeah. He's bitching out. So while he's there, apparently this guy named Joshua Fox, who's 31 years old, black guy.
No relation to Jamie Foxx
that we know of. And the witnesses say that this altercation starts with just them kind of having words, and Chud says, he kind of goes at him for a minute, and just, then he's just like, yeah, whatever, and says, all right, have a blessed day, and starts walking away. Fox follows after him. They punch him. Fox punches Chudly. After some more words are exchanged, Chud pulls his gun and fires 3 to 4 rounds. He hits Fox in the stomach and shoulder, but also grazes his own arm. Chudlow goes to the local hospital. Fox is airlifted to Vanderbilt here in Nashville, and as far as I know, is probably still there. Chud is live streaming. He goes live from the stretcher as they're loading him in the ambulance, claiming self-defense. And
he's a fucking idiot.
And so now he is currently charged with attempted murder, aggravated assault, reckless endangerment, and use of a firearm in a felony, in a dangerous felony. And the bond was $1.25 million. The judge basically said that it was his digital footprint plus his prior arrest plus flight risk. So make that.
I'm not even like, okay. I'm not mad at the charges because I think that anybody that tries to fucking like this is the problem
this
with
is
the
today. I'm sorry, Mikey Balls. This is of today. This is as of today. This is what I found today. Now they may have added even more, right? Like this, this could be from 8 a.m. or whenever I pulled, whenever it was put there, and I just pulled it off the internet. But
I mean, I think like, okay, if you get your ass whooped for saying some dumb shit, then just get your ass whooped for saying some dumb shit. Like
it kind of pivots on.
It kind of sounds like a lot like fucking George Zimmerman.
Yeah. So it kind of, what it really pivots on is if the witness statements are accurate, Fox, they had an altercation. Chud says whatever, and then says, have a blessed day, and starts walking away. If that's accurate, and Fox followed him and then attacked him and hit him or grabbed him or whatever, Tennessee is a stand your ground state, no duty to retreat. And someone following you after aggressively, engaging you can be considered a threat. So I personally don't see how this is going to go any way but that Chudly is going to he's going to plead self-defense. It is going to be self-defense. And
he'll probably win the criminal case, but he will fucking lose the civil case.
He might lose the civil case just because, again, the optics are just
the optics
bad.
are not in his favor. They're just fucking bad, and there's not even like
there's a ton of outrage from surprising angles about this bond and how they're treating. And the biggest comparison right now is here's this white guy who didn't even kill anybody. He's got a $1.25 million bond, and then you have the black guy in Texas who literally murdered somebody and had a $250,000 bond.
Yeah, but you also got to look at like, okay,
they were comparing it in Tennessee. But
but you got to look at the kid in Texas as he was a high schooler, right? The fucking in Tennessee, those are two adults.
Sorry?
The kid, the issue in Texas was a high schooler, right?
No. That was a different. It's a case in Tennessee that they're talking about for the murder case. I'm sorry. The people are also comparing the two cases in Tennessee and Texas where the kid killed another kid and got off on a bond too. They're also comparing, and a white kid didn't. But so it's a very interesting thing. But my thing is more the people are making huge amounts of drama out of this, and it just seems like he kind of got what he asked for, right?
My question would be, what were the conditions of his bond for the other thing? Because I know that when I got bonded out, I had conditions that I was not allowed to have firearms.
I'm going to probably say there weren't any real conditions of his bond other than to show up, because it had to have been for a misdemeanor, like just.
But we don't know the conditions.
We don't even know that he paid money to bond out. He could have just signed out, right? Like we don't know.
On his own recognizance, I mean.
Yeah. It just said that he bonded out. It doesn't. I don't have. There's a lot that we do not know.
See, this is where this
And
is
they're not.
fucked, right?
And the thing is that nobody's talking about a lot of the things that would make things a lot clearer.
This is where it's fucked up, right? Like, if this guy grabs you and you're saying some dumb shit and he puts hands on you, sure, you have the right to stand your ground, but it's a pussy ass thing to do is pull a strap out just for getting punched in the face.
I don't think that's going to play here.
No, I'm just saying it's not going to play
I
here.
don't think it's going to play here. I think
I
that
just
play in
think
California.
no,
but
that's
here
just what
it's
it is, though.
gonna
It's
be
just
like, dude
that's
trying to
just
put
what it
hands
is,
on
though.
me. He had already yelled at me. I put a bullet in him.
Yeah,
That's
that
how
sounds
it's
like a bitch ass move. It's just like it's a bitch move. You can't defend yourself with your fist. So you talk all this shit, and then you get your ass whooped, and now you're scared. So you shoot somebody.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's going to play here.
Flo, is that the street code? Is that the street code that you're used to?
There is no street code. Street code is fake.
The street code is I shoot you and I'll go home and you don't.
Street code is save your own ass is what street code really is.
Okay, but at least back in the day, we would squabble it out. Nobody would pull out a strap. We would just box it out.
Well, these aren't gang members. This is just some black dude getting all pissed off. And apparently, now, I'm looking at this. I've heard this from two angles. It seems like the black guy knew who Chudly was and targeted him. Like literally, like that Chudly was not there to start trouble. He was there for court. He walks out of court. The guy knows who he is and confronts him and starts, being an asshole to him. Chudley's like, okay, cool, man, whatever. Kind of gives it back a little bit and then starts walking, hey, have a blessed day, and starts walking away. And then the guy's following him. Now in Tennessee, brother.
So you're telling me this guy?
We ain't fighting this out. This isn't street rules. We're not
So
on the
you're
same
telling
block.
me? You're
I don't know
telling
who the
me
fuck you
like?
are. You're getting a bullet.
So great. What you're telling me is that dude is mad that somebody caught him out of character and thought he was in character.
I got a video. We got a video now. When did the video come out?
Ooh, let's drop the video.
My buddy just said he dropped the video. Thank you, Ray. Ray, you want to jump up for a minute? Since I'm giving out links like they're candy.
Damn, you just gave out links to me and Flo, and then now it's like everybody's getting it. It's
I
candy.
know, right? You thought you were special and shit.
Damn, that's just some bullshit.
Damn, Chudly actually looks like Chudly looks kind of studly in this. All right, hang on. Let me share this. All right. Hey, Becca's here. Just Becca. How's your car, Becca? I was very interested to hear how the saga of your vehicle ended. I think you told me, but I have a bad memory for these things.
Wait a minute, I was sleeping on you.
All right, ready to go? And here we go.
Oh my God. Holy shit.
They're out here.
Wait, what the
Somebody
fuck
got
just
shot.
happened?
Oh my God.
Oh, dude, just like, hold on. Does that look
Oh my
like that
God.
dude just comes up from behind and just Hail Marys his ass?
I wish it started like 10 seconds
They're out
earlier.
I
here.
know. Well, I
Somebody got shot.
I think they were like, oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Who was in the hat?
Damn, the cops were right there, too. This
Yeah.
cowboy hat went flying,
Between
bro.
her?
They got
Who
him.
was wearing the hat? In question.
Holy fuck.
All Chudly was.
Oh my God.
Damn, son.
Holy shit.
They're out here.
Somebody got shot.
Somebody got
Can you
Yeah.
play it again from the beginning?
This is the beginning.
I'm trying to
Oh my
read it.
God.
Oh, damn.
Holy shit.
They're out here.
Somebody got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Mikey on this. This is a show and you need fucking context.
Oh my god!
Bitch needs to learn to focus her damn camera. The hell.
This is a show. You need context.
It strongly looks like dude just came up behind and just like went bam.
Holy shit!
They're out here.
What the fuck? Somebody got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering,
He
what
just
is
literally like wrestled the guy away.
yeah, but he jumped on him. Didn't he pull it out and shoot him right there?
Yeah.
In between.
They got
Yeah.
him.
Oh my god. Holy fuck.
Is someone down? I just see the one guy.
Oh my god. He's dead.
I walked up to him because they're pointing.
I'll keep playing then.
Oh,
Oh my god.
They're pointing.
Go back.
that's all information I already had. Well, that's interesting.
Seems like he was defending himself.
It kind of does.
You know what? This is bullshit, Flo. I don't.
You're
think-
bullshit.
I do not like your opinion on this at all.
I don't care. I
Because
don't
you
like
know
that
what?
you banged Resto and then lied to us about it.
First off, that never happened. But you know what?
Oh man.
This is Flo or Grid. You remember when Flo was all about that fucking faggot that was in Minnesota allegedly defending himself with a firearm, and then he gets his ass whooped.
You mean the
And
one who
then
got
now-
executed in the street?
That was not an execution. That was
It was
Grid, what was-
definitely an execution.
Grid. What was that? What was that? See how he flip flops on these topics.
Oh, the guy in Minnesota. I don't. Wasn't it the girl?
Yeah,
in the
it was
car?
that faggot that was
Oh
like.
no,
doing
it's
all
a
the-
guy who. It was a guy who like had a gun on him.
Freddie.
At
Yeah,
a
yeah.
peaceful protest.
Yeah, do you see how Flo flip flops? Like now, when the guy gets shot, it's okay. An unarmed guy gets shot, it's okay. But then when a white guy gets his ass whooped and shot, it's a bad thing. I don't know
I
what
see
Flo
what you're
stands
trying to
on
do.
these things.
I see what you're trying to do.
Apparently, Chud was also streaming it and left his microphone on. So you got to wonder what. That's going to be interesting evidence.
What you talk about, Flo? You see what I'm trying
Glenn,
to do?
it's not. It's okay. We know that you were the top.
I'm just wondering, Flo. Like where do you stand on these things? You're so wishy washy.
Stop trying to deflect from Resto.
I'm not trying to deflect from Resto. I'm just trying to ask
You know
like, why is
I'm
it
gonna
when
hit up Resto, see if he-
why is it when an unarmed black guy gets shot, and you're okay with it, but then when it's an
Because he's
armed white
black.
guy,
Because he's black. Now let's talk about Resto. Fuck around, find out.
I guess so.
Resto, are you watching? I need you to come do an interview.
Resto's definitely not a
say
power
come.
bottom.
Don't do that
Definitely not a
again.
power bottom.
Greg, what do you think happened with Resto and Glenn?
I don't know.
Think about it.
I'm pretty badass. Becca's saying that because I told her that there was nothing really wrong with her car, and just to let you know that things happen when you change engines and stuff, and sometimes technicians can just miss things or whatever, and it was not going to be a big deal, and it worked out. Dusty is choosing violence tonight. It's again, his dick hurts like somebody's been punching him in it all day.
Yo, Flo,
Gonna
are you
choose
really
violence
passing
and
the
You
kidney
just,
stone?
you just worry about Resto's dick. You don't worry about my dick.
I don't want Glenn. Don't worry about anybody's dick.
I'm not worried about nobody's dick. My dick is amazing. Okay.
You probably got hantavirus in your dick.
You'll find out. Don't worry.
Hantavirus in the dick.
This is
Resto
why.
really
This is
does
why I
seem
think
like
that you
one of
did
those
stuff with
guys,
Resto
though, that
because
would
of
just
that
like
comment right there.
hang out all night because he doesn't want to go home or whatever.
That is funny. But anyway,
He doesn't want to go home until he's gotten laid.
You know what? I felt bad for Resto. That Uber ride was like $100. Poor kid.
Yikes!
How much of it did you pay?
None of it, bro. Paid him in dick, according to you. Paid him in back shots, according to you.
According to you.
Greg is dying over there. He's like, oh my God.
Wrong channel, bro. It's the wrong channel.
No, it's not. You invited me and Glenn up here.
I did invite you both up here. That's true.
I was over here trying to eat my burrito, and Glenn's
I
all
bet. So
like,
that's what the Mexican's name is burrito. That's what you call him?
see, he just keeps getting.
He's got to go
This is
phallic
not the
every
place.
time.
This is not the place. This is Grid's stream. Why you guys both have to have one syllable G names?
Why do you have to have multiple names? Taylor, Flo, Dusty. I can't keep up with your personalities.
Because
you have split personalities.
The man keeps getting me down. So, anyways, Grid, do you see how Glenn keeps gaying up the conversation, even when we're not talking about it? Even when we're past, we're trying to move on to geopolitics and respectable shit. How Glenn's still like, yeah, but penis.
Wait a minute. Wait, who the fuck? We haven't even got to geopolitics yet.
Yeah, me and Grid are trying to move there, but you keep going back to
You can't even fucking get there yourself.
Maybe you could help me.
Anyway. Wow. Just wow.
Can you get this panel under control?
I'm trying. I mean, it's a tough
Hey,
job.
Flo,
but
I'm just
gonna do it
wondering.
here. So what?
Do you think?
What
Greg,
did
do
you
you
get
think
out of
Flo's
that
gonna get
video,
sued?
Flo? I mean, to me, it does look like somebody gets just like shanked from behind there.
What?
It looks like somebody just got shanked from behind there.
It does. It looks like he got jumped on.
Yeah, it
Ask
does.
that question again, Glenn.
So, Greg, do you think Flo's gonna get sued?
Flo's gonna get sued?
Yeah.
By who? By Annabelle? No.
I'm just wondering if we're gonna see a
Because
common
Flo
occurrence
don't have any money.
that we know of. Flo buries his money. You know what I'm saying?
Flo's money's in silver ingots under the concrete in the garage.
Good luck finding him. Fuck. There is silver buried in the garage. For real.
Just saying.
Oh man, a Philip penis? What the fuck? Arthodiah, no more penises.
Filipinos, not Filipinas. What's
Why
wrong
don't
with
you read it? It says Philip penis.
I saw what I'm just saying. Arthur Dye is apparently having problems. Coffee cans out back. Nobody does that anymore. Coffee cans rust. You can't trust them.
Yeah.
PVC pipe sealed.
God damn it, Grid. Get out of my garage.
Yeah.
Unreal.
It's not that I live in Flow State's head. I just visit there occasionally for the drama and the chaos.
Does it, Grid, is it concerning to you how well you know my thought process at this point?
I think I'm really concerned for Grid. I think, Flo, you have rubbed off on Grid a little too much.
He's over here trying to buy Paige a stripper pole and knowing how to bury my silver in the garage.
That's the best running gag ever.
Wait a minute. You're trying to buy a stripper pole?
I am not trying to buy for a stripper pole. However,
No.
right,
Flo,
there it is. There's the however.
Flo,
The
that
way
makes
the
sense
joke
because
started
Grid has a porn
is-
company.
they were
I could tell by the hat.
Paige was all right. So I'm gonna set the stage. Paige was talking about how she had hurt herself and kind of gained a little weight.
So
And
you
I
told her to
said,
do some stripper
yes,
aerobics?
those stripper pole injuries can be really bad. And she got rather than just laughing it off, she got kind of frosty about it. And so, having taken a lesson from Flo's book, it became my favorite thing to talk about when ABG's around.
Now, my question: did she order it from your adult store site that you don't use?
Oh,
Grid
Flo
One
probably
Adult
forgot about that.
Superstore.
No, Grid doesn't know this yet. Go ahead, Flo.
Grid
Go
One
on,
Adult Superstore.
Grid, go on.
No. So back when I sponsored a drift team, and the name of the drift team was the name of, I guess it's the name of the team. It was, anyway, the logos on the car were Industrial Sex and Magic. And Glenn has been trying to get me to open a sex shop or a website to sell sex.
No.
And
He has the website. You
I
have.
already have the websites.
See,
you own industrialsexandmagic.com.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I
That
do.
sounds like the place you go to buy a sawzall.
That sounds like a place you go to buy sex toys. Like
Arthur
sex
Dye
toys.
agrees with me. A stripper pole is great strength training. I have a medical professional in the audience.
Hey, don't think you can pull my number one bottom harem girl off the side, okay? That is my bottom breezy
Arthur
right there.
Dye is agreeing with me again. That's actually a great name. Yeah, of course it is.
All right, Arthur Dye, I'll make him give it over to us, and then we can run that business, okay?
You should make Resto Chesto the face of the website.
No, we actually want to do business. We want to make money.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, that with that hat, Grid One does sort of look like he owns a production company, doesn't he?
It kind of looks like one of those pimp types, like,
Yeah,
where's my money,
interesting.
bitch?
Marilyn, what do you think of Grid's hat?
Yeah, Grid, how much you want for the domain name?
We've talked about this. I'm not selling them.
Oh, big plans for it, huh?
Yes,
No,
he does.
We might, we could go back to pick up where the cars really left off, and keep going.
Man, once Grid embraced his inner Degen, he left me behind in the fucking dirt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
This is pretty hilarious.
This is the problem with people having too much money. It enables them to do the things that they shouldn't do. Grid One went from being a wholesome. He's never drank alcohol. He's never
I've
done
owned that
nothing.
site since like 2008, 2009.
And now
Yes,
look,
I
I'm
agree, Arthur
Degen and
Dye.
all up.
I agree with Arthur Dye.
But you already know I'm a Degen, and you can tell Glenn's a Degen by his tattoos. So you're in the right company.
Degens are us.
I own industrialsexandmagic.net, industrialsexandmagic.com, industrialsexandmagic.info, industrialsexandmagic.org, industrialsexandmagic.store.
These are only the biggest size containers of lube.
I know, right? Just let me get that Diddy oil.
Right? Diddy oil by the drum.
Damn.
You need to tap like a beer keg to get that shit out.
I think it's time to
It's a Dusty Grid partnership.
You need to put a sprayer on top of that and just spray everything down with the Diddy oil.
Damn.
With the gritty oil.
The gritty oil. That's what we're gonna call it. The gritty oil.
So Donna, it's a play on the Industrial Light and Magic studio from George Lucas. So
What's industrial sex? Let me tell you, it's those robot sex toys, okay?
Oh yeah. Ex Machina.
Hey Flo, by the way, you gotta come down here because there's gonna be an expo and they're gonna have one. Those dolls, those robotic dolls. We've been wanting to do an interview with one forever. We should do it.
When's that?
I'll give you the dates when I get
Okay.
them. Me and Flo are gonna interview an AI sex robot.
Donna's like, oh, so nothing nerdy. I mean,
Donna's form of nerdiness is quite deranged.
All right, guys, I'm going to bed because I got shit to do in the morning.
Yeah, you sound like shit.
I do sound like
you
shit.
sound like you need to drink water like a lot.
I've been drinking a lot of water, an emergency. You know what? I come down to Florida, I get all these fucking allergies and shit. But
Yeah,
don't make any gritty oil deals without me, okay? Arthur Diet, you should be taking care of me. I'm in your fucking state.
Risto's coming over.
Arthur Diet is supposed to be taking care of me. He's supposed to be my nurse. Like, I'm in her fucking state. Where is she? She's supposed to be my bedside manner. This is bullshit.
Damn, people are brutal today. That throat yoga is getting. Damn,
That's
son.
bad.
Resto is coming.
No.
This is terrible. I thought you guys liked Glenn. Arthur
Just
says
as
she'll
much
be
as
over.
we like anybody, I suppose.
Oh, man.
Glenn can get it like the rest. You know what? When Glenn was on my panel the other day, he
You
got
see the Arthur
glazed
Diet
way
said,
too
"I'll
much.
be over."
You got glazed too much by AJ.
You're just mad. My girl Arthur Diet is on her way over. That's all I'm talking about.
Arthur Dias left you alone to do throat yoga with Resto.
No,
Apparently, Donna in Austin has sounded the Ho beacon.
there you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
The Ho beacon sounds like this. You can save her. You can save her.
I'm sorry. I'm not that heroic.
She's a born again virgin.
And you know what? Some guys save hoes. I'm just not that heroic.
Heroic.
Heroic. All right, you guys. I'm out.
He's out.
That was abrupt.
Yeah. Hey guys, by the way, money gets shit done. So throw some this way if you can. If you can't, that's cool too. I understand.
Stop it. No. Don't back up off that.
I gotta take grift lessons from yeah. So I've never let I just saw the industrial sex or the industrial sex and magic website is just been something I've had forever, and I'm like, one day somebody will offer me a shit ton of money for it, and
I feel like you should develop and do something with it.
I mean, I don't know anything about that shit, so I don't know. I'd have to have like people to do that.
Too bad you don't know any DJs.
Yeah, it's too bad I only know only like slightly degen, not truly depraved degens. How much do I want for it? Arthur Dye, I think, is serious about buying it.
If she's a doctor or whatever, she could do that.
Yeah. I don't know, Arthur Dye. I have no idea. So,
What's your opening offer, Arthur Dye?
Sarah might be interested. Ow, Caddy.
Maybe if it was like industrial Botox and lawsuits or something.
Botox? Really?
Probably.
Yeah. I don't
know. I've never had it, so I don't know, but
I'm not betting against it. So what do you got going on tonight, Flo? You chilling tonight, or you going live later, or what?
Man, I don't know. I feel like I should do a live because I just should, but I don't really have much to talk about. I do have actually one thing that, but it's looking likely. It's looking likely, but it's getting kind of late.
Yeah,
it sounds like
people
got
early in the
home,
morning and go shoot. So,
oh yeah. So you know what? You sleep your normal ass person hours, anyways, though.
I do. Because I'm a normal ass person at root.
Yeah, we'll fuck that up for you.
I was pissing OG off earlier today because I was like reloading magazines and checking stuff, and I was loading the drum bag, and all you could hear is click, 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 click.
OG's been awfully sensitive lately.
Yes, but well, I think it was the people in the chat that were really getting all kinds of.
I know. I'm torn between wanting when I see somebody like chum in the water, right? Like I want to attack the chum, but like I also like OG, so it's been kind of a struggle for me figuring out how to like
the struggle
maneuver
bus.
that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I like OG a lot. I don't know why he's honestly. I don't know all of the things that are going on, and you know, certainly I don't want to know, but he seems to have a lot going on. What's up, Ahimsa? You just missed the degeneracy, Ahimsa.
Glenn was telling us about how he fucked Resto.
I did. Yeah, I did not listen to that. I did not hear that Glenn and Resto had any sort of relations. Drum mags are fun. Yeah, I have I do the drum mags for the rifle, not the shotgun.
But it sounds like people just got home. I'm gonna go see what's going on and let you get back to it. Thank you for having me up.
Hey man,
Salute to the chat.
See you. Have a great evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the great flow state in the state of flow. So, yep. I wouldn't say missing. Okay, fair enough. All right. So, yeah. And I'm actually going to, we're going to go a little bit more. If somebody wants to come up and hang out, and I had actually invited RLM up earlier to be kind of a co-host, but if somebody wants to come up and hang out, I will be happy to throw out a link. But I am going to end in about a half an hour because, pardon me, I do have to get up early tomorrow morning and go shoot things, and accuracy matters. But yeah, the whole Chud logic thing, or not Chud logic, Chud, Chud the Builder thing is very interesting to me on a lot of levels. Mostly that people are shocked that other people would be offended by this guy and go after him for it. That's really I don't understand why that's so crazy to people. And yeah, so yeah. And yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. I guess the last time we didn't get to talk about it because everybody started coming up. I want to talk about this this dirty soda thing that's taking over, I guess, all of summer 2026, and that is how the Mormon wives have canceled coffee and alcohol. So now we have the dirty sodas, and you have Dr. Pepper with all these flavored syrups, plus cream, plus boba, plus fruit smoothie stuff. Yeah, we're gonna do some gun stuff. We can do gun stuff, and it's crazy. I mean, McDonald's is doing it. Sonic is jumping on the bandwagon. I think Taco Bell's got some stuff coming out. Apparently this is all over TikTok. Now I don't do TikTok, so all my TikTok knowledge is kind of secondhand because other people tell me about it. And it's like Gen Z and Gen Alpha are absolutely obsessed with it. And I don't get it. Okay. I don't get it. So since what's up, Avoided Hornet? How are you, sir? So it's interesting because we've solved alcoholism by making soda so sugary it gives you diabetes instead. And Secret Lives of Mormon Wives has done more for beverage innovation than any mixologist out there, as far as I can tell. And it really seems like the next thing on the horizon is the dirty Mountain Dew cream soda in a store near you. It's crazy. Just what you need in America. 800 calories in a cup with a straw. 800. I say 800 is probably 1,200. What do I know? I don't know. So, yeah, it's really interesting. Pardon me. It's that's pretty funny, Anson. It's gross, but it's pretty funny. I mean, personally, obviously, I don't drink. I've never drank. I don't consume alcohol. Never have. Never will. And adulting is hard enough as it is without adding alcohol into the program. If people want to mainline a liquid dessert instead of $16 cocktails, let them, okay? It's creative, it's cheap, pardon me again. And it's way less destructive than whatever else they were going to do with alcohol and whatever they were going to mainline heroin or meth or whatever. We just can't call it healthier. Okay, you can't. It's a bunch of sugar. It's a bunch of stuff just thrown in. And fruit juice does not make it better. Fruit juice is sugar. I thought you would know that. Most normal people understand that fruit juice is not healthier than. It's still just as much sugar. It's where sugar comes from. Look, just call it what it is, right? You got 32 ounces of regret in a cup. It's delicious. You'll love it. You're going to have a great time. Pass the Dr. Pepper vanilla cream soda boba latte, I guess. Now, I actually like boba. I have boba all the time, but I drink Thai tea. It's a little sweet, not too sweet. What's up, Lawrence? How are you? It's an interesting, man, it's just interesting how this stuff is evolving. Becca drinks Red Bull all day. Okay, fair. It's how you get your water. I don't think that's how that works. Right, Mullet Baby, that's what it is. It's heavy cola with heavy soda. There's less carbonated water in it, right? And it's served over a bunch of ice. It gets better as ice melts because everything blends together and the sugar level goes down. But it's basically, it's a heart attack in a jar. That's what it is. Buc-ee's and Wawa will have them soon. That's probably true. Do I think it would be healthy if someone drank a gallon of bacon grease every night? Probably not, but we'll see. We'll see how that works. Energy drinks do need regulation. I try and drink specific ones that are a little better for you than others. Tonight, my drink of choice is Gorilla Mind. Gorilla Mind Black Cherry Vanilla. I like it. Voided Hornet says, I mean, these trends just come and go. I don't know if you remember the Mountain Dew Baja Blast Key Lime Pie. I do. I don't like the Baja Blast myself. But then again, I'm not a soda fountain guy. Look, I'm pretty plain Jane. I don't know. But Avoided Hornet, this is like a whole other level of this stuff, right? Like it's literally all the ingredients of like a souffle or a pie filling in a cup with soda. Or not soda, but soda syrup and some soda water. Haven't drank soda in over a decade. Distill your own water and get other drinkable options from the critters I have in Orchard. That's true. That's good. That's good. Kids under 18 should not be able to buy energy drinks. I don't disagree with that. What would I say the worst drink I've ever had? I'm so plain. You guys don't understand the level of plain that I am. I don't know. I probably something my wife probably tried to get me to drink at some point, probably some like weird Vietnamese coffee or something like that. Becca has an addictive personality, but she was smart to stay away from the hard drugs. Good for you. Still smoke green too. Well, I mean, you shouldn't. You need to do that. The unicorn drink at Starbucks was like 8 years ago, and that was a horrible drink. I've never had that. I don't know what the worst drink I've ever had. I don't drink alcohol at all, and I never have. I've never smoked. I've never drank. I've never done any drugs not prescribed to me, and even then, I don't like that. So, I only drink water now. Okay, well, get your water from a well. Perfect. Yeah, it's good. It's good. That's good. That's good stuff. I think it's very interesting what people eat and drink. The worst drink you ever had was tea in Afghanistan, and I had to smile and act like it didn't taste like acid diarrhea because I was outnumbered by many Muslims. Okay, that's interesting. I do like some of the Vietnamese coffee because it's basically just like thick cream with tons of just a really, really strong coffee. Just really, really terrible. Mullet Baby is correct. I have saved millions of dollars during my life by not having those habits, and I spent it all on race cars and cool things. So, and look, guys, this is one of the things, you hear people talk all the time about how you have to give up these things, but what you're really not giving up, what you're doing is you're trading, right? I never felt like I gave up smoking or I gave up drinking or I gave up this or I gave up whatever. I just never started, so I never had to quit. But what I did is I never could rationalize the amount of money to go out and drink and have a good time with friends or to smoke 3 packs a day or whatever, because I was watching other people do that. I could never do that because I wanted to go play race car, and racing's expensive. Like, that's like, you think drug addiction's bad, go racing. That is like, that makes racing is a drug that makes a heroin addiction seem like a vague longing for something salty, right? Like, you just don't understand the amount of money, liquid dollars that goes into racing or any of the other things that I do, right? Like shooting, right? Basically everything I do, flying's expensive. Everything that I do at some level, at the level that I choose to do it at, is somewhat expensive. So while I never got into drugs, it was because I honestly I never felt like I could afford to, because I needed the money to go feed my other addictions, right? Racing, for example, was super expensive. Yeah. Cam says he's had maybe 3 or 4 beers in his whole life, and half of those were at one funeral. I never cared for alcohol. I don't have fun habits like that, and weed. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I never tried it, so I never had to stop. I did. So my parents smoked. My parents early in my life, my parents drank. My mom did force my stepfather to quit drinking at one point, at a very early point in my childhood. My grandfather would drink a beer a night, but he smoked his whole life. So, and I don't, my youngest brother, my half brother, died of alcohol poisoning about 8 years ago, died on his kitchen floor from alcohol poisoning because he was a professional drunk. Right. And so you've got, when, if you have an addictive personality, you need to find the healthy addiction and feed that, right? Don't feed the negative shit that sucks all your money out of your bank and leaves you feeling unfulfilled and needing more. It's interesting that I hear people all the time talk about how, that people should, they just say, well, just quit this. No, you can replace it, right? You can replace it. So, yeah, you can replace those things that you need or you feel like you need in your life. Is there really a healthy addiction? I think so. I think reading is a great, wonderful, healthy addiction. You learn a lot. I think an addiction to learning actually is really good. I think, people get addicted to working out, which can actually be detrimental, but some, managed properly, it's not. So I do believe that there's healthy addictions. I would actually say, I would argue that my early career in racing was much like an addiction. I did not care about anything else. To set the stage for this, so in college, I did all of the things that Southern college kids do. I hunted, I went fishing, I played tennis, I played golf, I hung out with my friends, all the things that normal college kids do. I didn't drink and I didn't smoke. I went out to bars, right? I go out, and I was always a designated driver. I'd go out with my friends, but I never drank. I never felt the need to drink. And then when I got into racing, it was like everything else stopped. I didn't have any other hobbies except for racing. I didn't do anything else except for racing. It became my career. It became what I did. It became what I got really, really, really good at. And this happens with engineers and computer science people and people that actually like really are driven people. It is comparatively an addiction because everything about their life revolves around that. And that happened for me. And I got really, really good at it, like on a level that I, to this day, people still call me to consult on how their car should perform at specific tracks and that sort of thing. So now, were there negative consequences? Absolutely. I never had that much. Any money I had went into the cars or went to go to a track or went to go do it went for something that related to that. Like any money I had. Did I go to UT? No, I went to MTSU. I had a scholarship to UT, which is interesting that you guessed that. But I did not accept it for a couple of reasons. But I also got into UCLA at somewhere in Southern California. No, I can't think of it. Doesn't matter. So, yeah, it was just one of the, you just have to understand that when you're talking about all of this stuff, right? When you're talking about goals and all of this, it's the, I honestly think a lot of people get addicted to things because they don't have something to focus on that gives them that desire to learn and to feed the mental activity in their brain. Honestly, I really do feel that way. I've observed people. I used to work with kids a long time ago. My first job out of college, because I have a degree in psychology. My first job while I was in college and as I graduated college, my first like really interesting job was I worked with kids in a wilderness program, and which was very interesting. And one of the things that I saw was these kids come in with addiction, and we basically replaced their addiction with a desire to learn, a desire to lead, and we just basically it's not a reprogramming, it's just a redirection, right? And so they didn't have that need, and it just it's one of the things that convinced me that that no matter how fucked up you think people are, there's probably a reason, and if they really want to, they can change that trajectory. It doesn't mean they will. Okay, you do have to want to do it. You do have to find the thing that you really want to do, right? And then you have to have the willpower and the backbone and the testicular fortitude to, when you fail, because you are going to fail, to just shrug it off and keep going. And I used to have conversations with people with kids that were drug addicted, and they would say, well, if I do this and I fail, I'm going to be sad, and that's going to make me want to use drugs again. I'm like, okay, sure, you're going to do this, you're going to fail, and maybe you'll want to do drugs, but if you fail and you can read, and your first thought shouldn't be, hey, I want to go get high. Your first thought should be, well, why did I fail, and how can I fix it? Like you just gotta change that around, and you may fail 100,000 times, but that's okay. So it's an interesting deal. Yes, El Perro, yes, I have a degree in psychology. I actually have, I did a dual bachelor's degree. I got a degrees in psychology and criminal justice administration, and with a minor in psychology. And I was going to go to law school, and I decided that I don't like working inside. And I never used my degree. It was like the most useless money I've ever spent in my life. The worst investment I ever made. I say that all the time. So, but yeah, you went to UT Austin. Austin, it leaned very far one way, which was the opposite of how I view things. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And just to be really, since I guess a lot of you are hearing this for the first time, I started college in the hard sciences. I was doing environmental science and technology. What I wanted to do was to work in sampling and testing, work out in the field. I had a friend of mine that did that. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great thing to do. I enjoyed the chemistry. I enjoyed the reality of it. And yes, pain to purpose. Yes, absolutely. And what ended up happening is that period of time in our history, in the early and mid 90s, I started college in 1990. That period of time was woke as fuck. We didn't call it woke, but that's what it was. And they had invaded the mostly the biology department of the college I was in, and it was very difficult for people with my specific political leanings to do well, and actually to even tolerate it. And so I ended up ditching the hard sciences, and I was looking for another major. And at the same time, I was going through a lot. I'd almost gotten married once. That didn't work out. And then I was, dating a girl that was really serious, and we were engaged for a short time, and that didn't work out. And so somewhere in that's the time. That's a correct time. So somewhere along in there, I decided that what I was doing in college in the hard sciences wasn't going to be, and I just didn't feel like I was going to get the job I wanted. And I really felt like that in the industry, my specific political leanings were going to hold me back. And so, which is really an adult thing for a 20-year-old college kid to be thinking. But I decided to change my major from the hard sciences to psychology. And I did that and it was a choice between business and psychology. I picked psychology because more of my hard science credits would transfer over to psychology, and I wouldn't have to backtrack as much. And the girls were cuter. Seriously, not even lying about that. That was 20-year-old me mindset, 100% guaranteed. Not even lying about it. Becca says, worked in bankruptcy law many years ago in my 20s. The last attorney I worked for was a bipolar alcoholic. I believe that 100%. Yeah, I was going to go into the law. I got out of school, and I decided that I didn't want to work in an office. And I had started racing, and I was really good at it, and my mindset worked. And I've never done anything else. I've never, other than the job that I had right out of or as I was finishing college for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. Other than that, I never worked in psychology at all. So, yeah. Feels like a different life. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so it's that's kind of my thought on this, and we kind of got onto this because of all of this sweet stuff going on, and just the way all of these fads. Look, I'm totally okay if people want to drink these syrupy drinks. That's fine, but just don't call it healthy. Don't call it great for you. Don't call it the next whatever. It's you're just drinking syrup. You did the skip tracing and whole auto remarketing process for our firm. Enjoyed it. Yeah, that's cool. All right, guys. Well, it is 10 o'clock. Normally I would go to 11, but I have to get up early in the morning and go shoot a match in Spencer, Tennessee. If you happen to be in the Tennessee area and you're looking and you like to shoot matches of various kinds, tomorrow there's a 3-gun match at Dead Zero in Spencer, Tennessee. You're welcome to come out and shoot with me. I do bring spare equipment, guns, holster, all of it. You'll have to buy your own ammo in the gun shop, but you're welcome to use my gear. And if you happen to be in the area, and I'll help you out. We'll make it happen for you after a safety brief. And but yeah, that's the week, guys. Look, Chudlow, I'm calling him Chudlow, but Chud the Builder turned rage into real bullets. Rubio turned diplomacy into a meme. That was hilarious. A cruise ship has somehow hearkened the second coming of well, not COVID, but the next thing that's going to kill us all. And dirty sodas have reminded us that America runs on sugar and vibes. It feels cool to say. All right. And so anyway, do the like, the subscribe, do the whole thing. You guys who have donated, I appreciate it. If you haven't and you want to, there's still time. If you don't, that is fine too. Unlike Flo, I'm not going to beat you up about it. And that's a wrap. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a great rest of your weekend. You will not see me until Monday at the earliest. And in the meantime, my son's going to wave goodbye.